Hello dear aspirants, welcome to the GDC classes English. You know that to boost up your preparation, the GDC has came up with another new series called Pharma 360 Degree Series, which means whatever the exam may be, whatever the pharma competitive examination may be, if you follow, if you understand these MCQs, okay, so that definitely help you out from any pharma competitive examinations because we have prepared these series, okay, by considering all examination, all pharma competitive examinations. Clear? Yes, in all pharma competitive examinations, the major and the most important topics will be the core subjects. Based on the core subjects, we have prepared this series, and please do follow and do subscribe to this channel to get more such content in future itself. Okay, yes, I hope you're ready. Okay, so but don't forget to subscribe this channel because you're going to miss all the upcoming updates regarding the pharma competitive examination. Okay, yes, so in this today's video I'm going to discuss about 20 important MCQs regarding a topic called alkaloids, right? So alkaloids is one of the important secondary metabolites, and they are the largest in the classification as well. Okay, so the much weightage, the alkaloids has a very much weightage. It has a good weightage. In simple terms, it has a good weightage in all terms of the all pharma competitive examination. Okay, the first question from the alkaloids is, which statement is true for alkaloids? Which statement is true for alkaloids? Here we have four options: toxic in nature and a basic in nature, contain heterocyclic nitrogen derived from the amino acids. What is the right answer here? Yes, alkaloids. Alkali means base like nature. Okay, basic in nature. Their pH is basic. 99% of the alkaloids are basic in nature, except a few such as colchicine. Okay, colchicine is one of the exceptional alkaloid which is either neutral or maybe slightly acidic. Okay, so around 0.1%, except 0.1% such as colchicine, remaining all alkaloids 99.9% is all are basic in nature. Okay, yes, the statement is correct, and most of the alkaloids exhibit the toxic in nature. Okay, yes, and also what I meant by exact definition of alkaloid is nothing but nitrogen containing heterocyclic ring. Exactly, they contain the heterocyclic ring. Heterocyclic contain heterocyclic nitrogen derived from amino acids. Exactly, and the alkaloids also do derive from the amino acids. So now tell me, what is the right answer here? Yes, now you understand. All of this, option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer because they are basic in nature. They are derived from the amino acids, and they do contain nitrogen, contain heterocyclic ring, and also they are toxic in nature. So that is the right answer. Okay, yes. Next question. So in the classification of alkaloids, we have classified them into majorly three types: true alkaloids, proto-alkaloids, and pseudo-alkaloids, based on the based on the structure and based on the position of nitrogen atom. Okay, because alkaloid itself a nitrogen containing heterocyclic ring. Okay, now tell me, what is a proto-alkaloids? If you have seen the classification of alkaloids, if you know the classification of alkaloids, okay. Yes, tell me. Options. Let us look at the options. It is present in the heterocyclic ring. Okay. The proto-alkaloid contains a basic nitrogen where nitrogen is. Where nitrogen is. Okay. Where nitrogen is. Yes, we have classified the alkaloids into three types. One is true alkaloids. Okay. Proto-alkaloids and pseudo-alkaloids. Okay. So true, proto, and pseudo-alkaloids. Now tell me, what is the proto-alkaloids? Is it present in the heterocyclic ring? Nitrogen is present in heterocyclic ring. Nitrogen is not present, not a member of heterocyclic ring, and nitrogen is always a tertiary in nature and none of the above. Okay, yes, the option will be, what is the right answer? The right answer will be it is not a member of heterocyclic ring because, okay, true means, okay, true alkaloids, true means if the nitrogen is present inside the ring, if the nitrogen is present inside the ring, so that will be true alkaloid. Okay, proto alkaloid means yes, they do contain nitrogen but not in the heterocyclic ring but adjacent to the nitrocyclic ring. Okay, adjacent to the heterocyclic ring. Okay, if the nitrogen is not present inside the structure, that will be a proto alkaloid. If the nitrogen is present within the structure, that will be true alkaloid. Okay, and it's coming to the pseudo alkaloids. They are not at all derived from the amino acids. Okay, they are not derived from the amino acids. From the pseudo alkaloids are not derived from the amino acids that may or may not contain the heterocyclic ring as well. Clear? Yes. So option will be the second, or B is the right answer. Proton means it is not a member of heterocyclic ring. Nitrogen is not a member of heterocyclic ring because nitrogen is not present in the structure, but it will be present adjacent to the ring. Okay. Yes. So that is the right answer. Clear? Next question. Which one is a proto-alkaloid? Which one is a proto-alkaloid? Okay. Which one is a proto-alkaloid? Yes, tell me which is a proto-alkaloid here. Yes, and for to remember these classification, the GDC is always there for you to help with mnemonics, help with shortcuts. Okay, I'll tell you two important shortcuts for to remember this classification. Okay, true man with ring, true man with ring, and Mec Pro without ring. Okay, whereas N stand for morphine, E stand for epinephrine, N stand for nicotine. So true alkaloids examples are morphine, epinephrine, and nicotine. Whereas for proto-alkaloids example is MEC. MEC Pro without ring, true MEC with ring. MEC means mescaline, okay, mescaline, epinephrine, okay, mescaline, epinephrine, and colchicine. Sorry, true man itself MAN atropine. True man, M stand for morphine, A stand for atropine, and N stand for nicotine. But whereas MEC Pro, okay, MEC Pro means M stand for mescaline, E stand for epinephrine, and C stand for colchicine. So now the right answer is, you can see all of this are belongs to the proto-alkaloids. Okay, MEC Pro. Okay, MEC Pro. Do remember for proto-alkaloids, MEC Pro. M stand for mescaline, E stand for epinephrine, C stand for colchicine. That is for MEC Pro, proto-alkaloids. For true alkaloids is, okay, true alkaloids for true man. Okay, man is for true alkaloids, but MEC is for proto-alkaloids. Man, okay, morphine, atropine, and nicotine. Clear? Yes, that's how the GDC has so many mnemonics and shortcuts to help you the students. Okay. Yes. Next question. Pseudo-alkaloid. Yes, exactly. Based on the structure, based on the presence of the nitrogen atom, and based on their origin, we have classified them into three types. But based on the structure, here we have classified into different types. But how many of these are belongs to pseudo-alkaloids? How many of these belong to pseudo-alkaloids? Okay. Yes, all of this steroidal, terpenoidal, and purines, because caffeine is one of the best example for the pseudo-alkaloid. Okay, purine alkaloids, terpenoid, and steroidal alkaloids. Do you remember? Okay, STP. STP is a example for the pseudo-alkaloids. Okay, STP is the best example or shortcut to remember the pseudo-alkaloids. Steroidal, terpenoidal, and purine alkaloids are the example for the pseudo-alkaloids. Okay. Yes. And next, which one is not derived from amino acids? I told you already. True alkaloids are also derived from the amino acids. Proto-alkaloids also derived from the amino acids, but only one thing which is not derived from the amino acids is pseudo-alkaloids. Okay, pseudo-alkaloids not derived from the amino acid. True alkaloid will derive from the amino acid. Proto-alkaloid will derive from the amino acids, but whereas one alkaloid, that is pseudo-alkaloid, is not derived from the amino acid. Okay, yes, that's the right answer. Do remember. Example for pseudo-alkaloid. Example for the pseudo-alkaloid. What was the best example? Okay, I told you already. See, purine alkaloid, caffeine. Okay, caffeine as well as conicin. Caffeine as well as conicin. Do remember STP, steroidal, terpenoidal, and as well as steroidal, terpenoidal, and as well as what was that? Pseudo-alkaloids. Okay. So option will be the both A and B. Option will be the both A and will be A and B. So conicin and caffeine also belongs to the example for the pseudo-alkaloids. Okay. Yes. Next. Yes, that's the right answer. Next, which one is a volatile in nature? Yes, based on the physico-chemical properties of alkaloids. Okay, alkaloids do have some physical and chemical properties. Physical properties, all the alkaloids are solid in nature. They are colorless compounds, colorless crystalline compounds. Okay, but around, most of the alkaloids will be, first physical bodies, they are colorless crystalline compounds, most of the alkaloids, okay, around 99% is, but only few exceptions such as, SCN, cyanide. Okay, do you remember one shortcut, that is cyanide formula is SCN. The cyanide is a liquid. Okay, so that SCN is a formula for cyanide. Cyanide is a liquid, so which means S stand for spartine, C stand for quinine, and N stand for nicotine. So SCN is a shortcut to remember the liquid alkaloids, especially volatile alkaloids. Okay, SCN means cyanide. Cyanide is a liquid. So liquid examples or liquid or volatile alkaloids examples are spartine, quinine, nicotine, and these are the three. SCN, cyanide or CSCN are the example for the alkaloids which are present in liquid, especially in volatile alkaloids, liquid alkaloids, especially volatile alkaloids. Clear? Yes. The right answer is all of them. Next, which one is a water soluble alkaloid? Which one is a water soluble alkaloid? Simple. Sometimes we need to apply the basic IQ in general terms. Okay, in a basic terms. Okay, so tell me which one of the following is water soluble? Okay, just tell me what is it? Mescaline, ephedrine, or caffeine? Does milk contains water? Okay, so how do you prepare a decoction, and with what type of alkaloid you are going to prepare a decoction? Simple, I gave you the hint already. Caffeine is a water soluble alkaloid. Caffeine is a water soluble alkaloid. Okay, yes, right answer is caffeine is a water soluble alkaloid. Next, alkaloids stored in a salt form. Why the alkaloids are stored in salt form? In generally, alkaloids are available in two forms. Okay, one is available as a free basis, and second one is they are available as a free salts of organic acid. Free salts of organic acid. Free salts of organic acid, dear aspirants. Okay, which means why we need to convert, why they are stored as a salts? Because salt is a stable form, and salt will be the most useful thing for solubilization and for more other for further studies. Clear? Which means salts are more stable. Salts are more stable. Clear? And because free bases are only soluble in organic solvents, whereas free salts are stable, and as well as they are water soluble. They are water soluble, and also these free salts will be available as a they are available as a along with some organic acid. Let me tell you, if you consider the opium, morphine, morphine sulfate, morphine sulfate is a morphine alkaloid, but in that morphine salt, it contains one organic acid called mecanoic acid. Like how every alkaloid, to make them stable, we need to convert them into salt. And in that salt they do contain one acid. The corresponding acid will be there for morphine, mecanoic acid. Clear? Yes. So here itself, salt form are more stable. Yeah, and they are easy for for the preparation because they are water soluble. Yeah, that's it. Next, match the following. Match the following. Here itself, the question will be from the type of amine and the example of the drugs based on the alkaloids. See here, see here. I'll give you an example here itself. PM Sita, PM, our PM Sita is cutie. Is very cutie. She was very cute. Okay. PM Sita was very cutie. Whereas P stands for primary amine. Example is primary amine example is M. M stands for mescaline. Okay. Secondary amine, S stands for secondary amine, and example is ephedrine. T stands for tertiary amine, and A stands for atropine, and Q stands for quaternary amine, and T stands for tuberculorin. Okay. PM Sita cutie. No, one state has PM. One country has PM. That PM name called Sita, and she is very cute. She is very cute. PM Sita cutie. Clear? PM Sita cutie. I hope you like this. PM Sita QT. So now tell me what is the right answer here? Okay, PM, SE, PM. So if you know for such type of mass of following questions, you need to identify at least one example. There will be, it will be very easy for you. Okay, PM, Sita. Okay, now tell me. So let us tell me QT, QT. Q stands for quaternary and T stands for tuberculosis. Okay, so let us tell me. Right answer is, let us see the right answer. Yes, option B is the right answer for this question. Okay, yes, PM Sita, PM Seta QT. Okay, yes. Okay, P stands for primary amine. For primary amine, mescaline is example. Okay, for secondary amine, epitrin is example. Okay, for tertiary amine, atropine is example. For quaternary amine, okay, tuberculosis example. Okay, so that's the right answer. Okay, now moving to the next question here, aspirants. Okay, match the following. Yes, for the identification of alkaloids, especially, okay, uh, we have a basic identification test. They are Mayer's test, Dragonov test, Hager's test, and Wagner's test. Now tell me, based on the okay, chemical composition, we need to identify the chemical test here. Okay, we need to identify the chemical test here. Yes, for such type of massive following questions, at least we need to identify what right option. Thereby, it will be very easy. It will be cakewalk for us. Okay, so now tell me, Haggis is a picric acid solution. Hagar means a picric acid solution. Yellow precipitate has been seen. Okay, now tell me, Mayer's reagent means M stand for mercury, M stand for mercury, potassium, mercuric iodide. Now tell me what is the right answer here? The right answer will be okay, option B, option B. Clear? Okay. Option B. One stand for mercury. Okay. M Mayer's reagent means potassium bismuth iodide. Clear? Dragondraff. Okay. 2 means a potassium bismuth iodide. And W Wagner's reagent means okay, iodine solution. Okay, and whereas Hager solution means saturated picric acid solution. So that will be right answer for this question. Okay, and next, which can which one can give a negative alkaloid test? Yes, following all four are belongs to the alkaloid, but one alkaloid which does not give you any positive test. Okay, any positive test for alkaloid. Okay, so caffeine is alkaloid, mescaline is alkaloid, atropine is alkaloid, but choline is alkaloid. But based on their individual identification test, some alkaloids won't give you the positive test for the alkaloids. Okay, so I'll tell you which one is the right answer here. The right answer will be caffeine. Caffeine won't give you the positive result with the basic identification test of alkaloids, because caffeine has an individual identification test called 𝘂𝙃 test. 𝘂𝙃 test. Okay, 𝘂𝙃 test. In this, you're going to get the purple color. You're going to get the purple color. Okay, potassium chloride. In this, you're going to use potassium chloride solution. HCl plus potassium chloride solution gives you the purple color that indicates the presence of caffeine. Okay, 𝘂𝙃 is a identification test for caffeine. Okay, mescaline will respond to the basic identification test. Atropine and choline also will give a positive test for the alkaloid test, but whereas caffeine will only respond for this test called 𝘂𝙃 test. Okay, yes. Next question. Extraction and isolation of alkaloid can be done by, yes, for some secondary metabolites. There are some standard protocols, standard method of extraction will be there. So such type of such type of extraction names also we should remember. Okay, now tell me, what is the best method of extraction technique for alkaloids? You know that already. Okay, yes. S stand for sanguinolene and M stand for morphine. Both are alkaloids. So do remember like that, sanguinolene and morphine. So which means Stas and Otto's method is a basic standard method of extraction for alkaloids. Okay. S stand for sanguinolene and M stand for morphine or mescaline. And yes, both are belongs to alkaloids. Like how we need to remember. Okay. Right answer will be Stas and Otto's method. Yes. And next, steam distillation method can be employed for which type of alkaloids? Yes, based on the chemical nature, we do have liquid alkaloids. Okay, we have most of the alkaloids are crystalline, colorless crystalline compounds, but few are volatile liquids. Okay, now if you want to isolate, steam distillation means it is a closed circuit. The distillation itself, it is in closed circuit or closed system to separate the active constants from the plant material, okay, or maybe the crude drug, or maybe from the crude drug, without losing the solvent and without losing the yield. Okay, now, so steam means immediately what you will say? Steam distillation means the method is for the mostly for volatile alkaloid drugs. Volatile alkaloid drugs. Obviously, so steam distillation is a completely closed circuit where you can extract the volatile alkaloid liquids. What are the alkaloid liquids? SCN. Okay, cyan is the best example. Clear? SCN, quinine, and nicotine and aspartame. Okay. Yes. Next question. Quinol ring is present in which of the alkaloid? Quinol ring is present in which of type of alkaloids? Yes, we have classified the alkaloids into 13 types based on the type of structure, and as well as the position of nitrogen atom. Now the question is, quinol ring is present in which of the alkaloids below? Quinine, cinchonine, camptothecin. Okay, maybe it might be confused, but simply you can cross check the two options, because if these two options are right, okay, if you have a option called all of this above, okay, and also if you have seen and if you know that the first two options also right, like for example, quinine and cinchonine also belong to the quinoline alkaloid. They do contain quinol alkaloid. So in such type of instance, you can blindly go with this option. All of this, all of the above. Okay, because quinine and cinchonine also belongs to quinoline ring alkaloids. So obviously that will be the right answer will be all of this, which means quinine, cinchonine, and camptothecin is also belongs to the quinoline ring containing alkaloids. Okay, the right answer will be QCC, that is quinine, cinchonine, camptothecin. Next, indole is synthesized from precursor of, yes, most of the alkaloids has been synthesized from the shikimic acid pathway, that is phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. And now the right answer will be for indole alkaloids. Indole alkaloids has been synthesized from which precursor? Which precursor they have been synthesized? Tyrosine, tryptophan, provolone, and arginine. We can eliminate these two options. You can tell me from the above two options. Tyrosine and tryptophan. Okay. Now the right answer will be, okay, tryptophan. The indole alkaloids are obtained from the tryptophan. Okay. The right answer will be from the tryptophan. Next question. Indole alkaloid contain how many nitrogens? Okay. How indole alkaloid contain how many nitrogens? One, two, three, or four. Yes, exactly. Indole means, the six-member ring is fused with a five-member ring. Six-member ring is fused with a five-member ring where it contains two nitrogen atoms. Two nitrogen atoms. Okay. Two nitrogen atoms itself. Which means it contains indole alkaloids itself. It contains two nitrogen atoms. Two nitrogen atoms, dear aspirants. And the right answer will be indole contains two nitrogen atoms. Okay. Yes. Indole means a five-member ring is fused with a, six-member is fused with a five-member ring. Next, which one is a dextrorotatory water-soluble ergot alkaloids? Okay, ergot. Okay, ergot alkaloid. In general, ergot contains ergotamine, ergometrin, and ergometrinin. All or these belongs to the ergot alkaloids. But in this, they are asking about which one is a water-soluble as well as dextrorotatory. Simple example, ergometrin and ergometrinin both are water-soluble. But whereas in among these two, only one is dextrorotatory and another one is levorotatory. Okay, tell me which one is a dextrorotatory? So undoubtedly the right answer will be, okay, ergometrin. Okay, ergometrin will be the right answer for this one. Okay, ergometrinin is the right answer. Okay, yes. Next question. When reagent is used for the identification of which of the following? Option A, Vasaka, ergot, opium, and phytostigmine. Okay, so you can find on one link in that. Okay, you are sometimes we need to remember the identification test and drugs based on the pronunciation itself. You are er. Okay, ergot. Okay, see itself. It is an identification test for ergot. Okay, identification test for ergot itself. Clear? Yes, ergot. ER. Sometimes we need to remember the identification is based on the pronunciation itself. Okay, UR and ergot. And yes, coming to the last question of this Pharma 360 degrees series, that will be adulterant for 𝙂𝙂𝘋𝐼𝑚. Yes, for drugs especially, we need to remember their adulterants as well. Okay, yes, tell me what is the right answer here? 𝙂𝙂𝘋𝐼𝑚, clearing nuts, strictness Walchiana, strictness Ignitri, and all of the above. Okay, sometimes if you have this option, that doesn't mean all options are right. Okay, in order to confuse you, the examiner will give you this option even it is not related. Okay, what is the right answer here? Adulterant for Naxomica, okay, Naxomica will be adulterated with clearing nuts. Okay, clearing nuts. So yes, dear aspirants, for all the pharma aspirants, that may be a GPAT, NIPER, Pharma, DI, Pharmacist, for all these examinations, okay, these are the pattern or these are the most important questions from the Pharma 360-degree series, especially from the alkaloids. Okay, so this is the alkaloids part 1, and yes, in the next video we are going to discuss about the next 20 important MCQs related to the alkaloids. Clear? Yes. For more such content, do not forget to subscribe our channel, because if you forget to subscribe this channel, you're going to miss a valuable content which is coming from our YouTube channel. Okay. Yes, dear aspirants. Thank you. Have a great day.